Hello. Today I'd like to talk to you about stage hypnosis. And I'm going to be really naughty because I'm going to give away all the secrets. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. David Postlethwaite, and I am a fully qualified hypnotherapist with a successful practice in the northeast of England. Now, when people first come to see me, they're nervous about what's going to happen because their only knowledge of hypnosis is what they see on the stage. Well, what you see on the stage is complete and utter nonsense. I'm going to try and explain to you what's actually going on there. I'm just going to give you the sort of basic rules. I mean, most of these performers build up a lot of routine around their rules, but the basics are all the same. Let's start by imagining that you are going to see a stage hypnotist this evening. You've been looking forward to this for some time. It's a very famous hypnotist, and you've been looking forward to the show. Now, when people go to see a stage hypnotist, they go in one of two frames of mind. The majority of people go along thinking, no way am I going to be picked. I'll just watch. A small number of people go along hoping that they're going to be picked. They would love to be on that stage. They want their 15 minutes of fame. So I want you to imagine, if you will, that you are one of those people. You would love your 15 minutes of fame. So you're really excited about this performance. You're really hoping that you're going to be picked. So you get there nice and early in order that you can get a seat near the front so that you might be picked. You're sitting there. You're excited. The hypnotist comes out onto stage. You're getting even more excited now. You're thinking, oh, please, please, let it be me. Now, the hypnotist needs some volunteers. But if he says, can I have 5 volunteers from the audience, please? Well, everybody goes, oh, what a fix, they're planted. Because we're human, aren't we? And that's the way we work. And of course, he knows that. So he's got to be most subtle about getting his volunteers. Because he really does want volunteers. Now, this is the way they do it. Now, you will see many variations of this and some more elaborate than others. But this is the basic rule. He starts by saying that he's doing a mass hypnosis of the audience. That is absolute nonsense. It can't be done. If it could, don't you think the government would be doing it on us? Anyway, that's what he says he's doing. He might flash some lights, he might play some music, whatever. They all have their own methods. But now comes the crucial part. He will ask the audience to put their hands together, usually like this. Well, there's no harm in that, is there? So the audience all do that for him. Now remember, you're wanting to be picked. You're getting excited. Oh, please, 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 let it be me. And when we get excited, our fingers are tight. The hypnotist's next instruction is, your hands are now locked. The majority of the audience, those who didn't want to take part, go, no, they're not. You're sitting there, yes, my hands are locked. I'm hypnotized. Oh, you heckers like. You're excited. But now the hypnotist knows who really wants to take part. And that's what that's been about. There's been no hypnosis used. He explains away the fact that most of the audience were able to open their hands by saying that only a small percentage of the population can be hypnotized. Again, that's absolute nonsense. The rule is that anyone who wants to be hypnotized can be, and anybody who doesn't want to be can't be. Anyway, he now has his volunteers. Most towns in the UK will not license hypnosis in public. So he will have to take his volunteers backstage to hypnotize them. At this point, he really does induce hypnosis. Hypnosis is a beautiful, deep state of relaxation where you don't really care. It's a sort of daydreamy state. But you are awake, you are conscious, you do know what you're doing. Now remember, you want to take part. And you know how the hypnotist wants you to appear. So you go along with it. You pretend to be in a trance. You're really, really relaxed and you couldn't care, but you're going along with it. He then asks you to do some silly tricks. Well, that's why you're there. Okay, you wanted to do it. And you're really relaxed now and you don't care, so you do his silly tricks. But you do know what you're doing. At the end of the show, you're going to get back down off the stage. Your family, your friends, they're all waiting for you. They're going to take the mickey out of you for what you've just done. You're not going to hear the last of this for the rest of the night, maybe the week. The hypnotist gives you a wonderful excuse. He says, you won't remember any of this. Of course you do. But when your friends and your family start taking the mick, I don't remember. You have completed his act. And that's what stage hypnosis is. It's an act. And it has absolutely no resemblance or bearing to anything that will take place in a traditional hypnotherapy session given by a properly qualified hypnotherapist. So, if you would like to have further details about how hypnotherapy can help you, or if you'd like to book an appointment, my numbers are there, just down there, get that right. You can call me any day between 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. If I'm not in, please leave a message. It's probably because I'm with a client. And I promise I'll call you back, and I'll call you back that day. If you want to know what it feels like to be hypnotized, then have a look on my website, because I give a free sample session there. So all that remains for me now is to thank you for listening and wish you a very good day. Bye-bye now.